So here we are on one of our days of research that Lemurantis is doing every week. We do this together with Daniel Maddux, my friend, and often my guide, because without him I would not reach the many places that we are visiting to get a deeper understanding of what the Sedona area is offering us and why it has always been considered so sacred. So we are now in an area that we have been doing research before. We are going to visit a number of places to make essences. So we want to give you some impression of what such a day is looking like. So to be honest, Daniel is the one who always prepares the way. I'm a follower. And then we can check together what that particular unique place is offering with respect to our understanding of earth energies and how they have been used in the past. So we will give you a few impressions. We have reached our first place of, you can say, research. It's also a place where we would like to make an essence, and I will say a little bit more about that later. What you'll see here is in the front, the first part of a ruin complex, all existing of only one room, that consists of 3 of those separate rooms, and they are all connected with the brow chakra, what many people call the 6th chakra. And the 3 different ruins basically represent of that particular vortex the masculine, feminine and child aspect, and they are connected with 3 different portals. And those portals are also, you can say, connected to the 3 different systems of masculine, feminine and child. So it is experiencing, your ability to receive knowledge and insight from the perspective of the Trinity, of oneness, not of duality. So this is actually a very, very important place. So here we see the front, and I will walk, and it will not be easy to walk, so it will be moving because I'm not on a flat surface, as you may understand. So I'm going down. So now you can see better the stones that are the edge of the little ruin. So it ends, you can say, where the tree is. And Daniel, that you can see in the background, is actually standing near or just behind the second one, the second ruin. So we still move forward. While I move more forward, coming closer, and I turn to the right, you see just behind the shrub the 3rd room. There's not much left of those rooms, but they are clear enough to understand and to do the research. So we're now going to make an essence, and then we can share a little bit more about what that means and how we use that. So I'm back at the first room, the room with the tree. And now you can see that in the center of the image there's a little bottle. And that's the bottle that we use. It just contains water, purified water of course, that we use to make essences. An essence is actually a way to capture the basic energy of something, like this particular vortex together with the portal, or you can make it also of a crystal skull, of a crystal, of many, many different things. The ability is to connect both with the water in the bottle and the place in such a way that the 2 are merging into one. So we have here this bottle. While it's making that, it's good to mention, because I did do that in the first part, which portals we are basically dealing with. This one is now standing on the portal to the Pleiades. And the second one, the one where Daniel is sitting next, is the one that's connected to Arcturus. And the 3rd room that you saw just a bit ago is the one that is connected to Sirius. But all of them are connecting to what we call crystal people. It is the ones that helps us to connect to the crystalline consciousness, which means help us to connect deeper with the energies of the earth, of stones, of crystal skulls. And it's interesting that the people the ones that made all these little ruins are called the Sinagua, that they had such a deep connection with these people. And I believe it is to help them to connect deeper with the energies of the mother. Well, we thought that we knew this area. We suddenly stumbled on another one-roomed ruin. In this moment we have no idea yet what it is, but it's very fascinating because it's in the area of this particular temple. Meanwhile, the wind is picking up, telling us that it's really exciting to find this. So we will go down and look at it in more detail. So having checked out this particular ruin, we were in for a surprise. We missed this one before, and we thought that there was, in this temple complex where all the points that we are visiting now are part of, that there was no seventh chakra, that it actually tapped into another system where there was a seventh chakra. Well, we were wrong. This is the seventh chakra, and it has the same three portals as in the sixth chakra, but now combined in one. We call it a multi-portal. So we are really excited that we found this, because it really adds to the quality of the complex that we have in this particular bowl. And I will move around to give you an impression. You cannot really see that the bowl is down there. We are reasonably high up. But down there, and we will show other shots, is where the bowl is, as we call it, where all the different lines coming from those ruins are coming together in one point. Very powerful area. So we're really happy that we found this. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition, and now we are going to make an essence of this one. You already have seen how that works, so it will not be on this clip. Daniel and I have now reached the point where we have a nice overview of the bowl. We call it the bowl because it's down at the bottom, and I will bring you down to that place. There where the open spots are is the center of this, what we call energy complex, and we call a temple, where all the lines of the different ruins are coming together. Very, very powerful place, and those people who have felt the essence are all agreeing that it is unique. So it's part of the bowl because, as you can see, there are rocks, and those rocks are surrounding it more or less. So where Daniel is staying, if you go around the corner, there is an arm, and some of the ruins are in that arm, but they nonetheless still are connected to that same spot that you see down here. We call it the place that is called the White Robes. I call them also the founders, the first human beings that were using earth energies to learn to connect with Mother Earth. And we are learning from them in two ways. Not only how you can connect and use it in different ways, but we also learn from them how they used it, telling us how we can use it as well. Expanding our abilities to work with mainly the chakras and the different portals, which later were called the connections to the ancestors. So this is a beautiful place. I will go out a little bit farther to the other direction. Some people say that every place in the Sedona area is beautiful, and I agree wholeheartedly with it. But some have some very unique energies, and this is definitely one of those places. So we will show more of the places, the ruins, and sometimes places that are not, you can say, indicated by ruins, that are part of this complex that we call a temple.